In Karnataka, there are certain tribes called Jainakurubas. Jainakurubas means they're honey shepherds. Some time ago, I had the opportunity to live with them for a short while. Their diet is like this. First thing in the morning, one bamboo glass, bamboo shoot sliced off like this. It takes about 3/4 of a liter. 3/4 of a liter of honey in the morning. That's all the diet. You drink 3/4 of a liter of honey in the morning and then you're out in the forest. In a day, easily you walk 30 to 40 kilometers and you climb a minimum of 50 trees and get off up and down the trees. Until evening, there is nothing else. As you harvest honey, whatever comes on your hand, you lick that. So in a day, almost more than a liter, liter and a half honey you're taking in. When you come back in the evening, there is some cereal, usually it's called jola, that's jawar, or it's like maize or ragi or something like this. Their main staple diet is honey. And you drink this 3/4 of a liter of honey and whole day you're so active, but there is no hunger, you're just fired up like that. They live on this, they're called honey shepherds. Their diet is honey. Honey is one of the best things that you can consume.
Psychological stability, physical well-being, vitality, all these things can be greatly enhanced simply consuming daily honey.
Honey is the only substance found on the planet whose chemical composition is very close to that of human blood. If you change a few things, it's almost like blood. Daily consumption of honey can do a lot for your health, especially people who have excess mucus problems. It's very good for your heart, it's good for your brains, it keeps your mind alert and it's highly energetic. So daily consumption of honey can do a lot, especially if you have growing children. They must consume honey on a daily basis. It'll do a lot for the development of their intelligence and everything, even the ash god. Ash god and honey together will make a wonderful diet for children in terms of enhancing their intellectual capabilities.
If you cook honey, it'll become poisonous. Honey should not be cooked. I know people are baking it, cooking it in cakes and other things, it's not a good thing to do. Certain part of the honey turns poisonous if you cook it. You should put it in warm water, not in boiling hot water. If you put it in hot water, it sets off a certain kind of enzymes, behave in a certain way in the honey that it tends to take away weight from the body. If you put it in cold water, it behaves in a different way and accordingly it adds weight to the body. It is not that a few spoons of honey that you're taking is putting weight to your body. It is just that it sets off a certain reaction in your system that your absorption rate is such that you tend to gain weight.
So, honey, it has different types of impacts on the system. If it consumed raw, it has one kind of impact. If it is consumed in cold water, it has another kind of impact. If it is consumed in warm water, it's a different kind of impact. We want to consume it in warm water here because we want the system to open up. If you want to integrate the system just for health, somebody is feeling anemic, anemia means on one level the blood has lost its iron, that means you lost your steel, okay? You lost the strength in the body, you'll feel exhausted, simply exhausted for nothing. Because once the necessary iron is not there, your ability to carry oxygen through the body is less. That means your body, your heart, your brain, everything will be on a lower level of function because you don't have enough oxygen. So, to take care of this, one of the simple things is you consume a little bit of honey in warm water on a daily basis and you will see slowly the RBC content will go up. If there's more oxygen in the blood, suddenly you feel a burst of energy, suddenly everything is active, the rejuvenation system in the body is going up, the dead cells are being replaced quickly.
Surprising health benefits of honey. Honey is often used as a food and medicine. It is especially healthy when used as a sugar substitute. 1. Honey contains nutrients beneficial to health. Honey is a sweet liquid made from the nectar of flowers, collected and produced by the specific process of bees. The taste and color of honey depends on the type of flower from which they have collected the honey. Nutritionally, 1 tablespoon of honey contains 64 calories and 70 grams of sugar. In the composition, almost does not contain fiber, fat and protein. It also contains less than 1% of the daily amount of vitamins and minerals the body needs. Light colored honeys contain large amount of bioactive plant compounds and antioxidants. This substance also account for a higher proportion of darker honey. 2. Raw honey is rich in antioxidants. Raw honey contains many important antioxidants such as organic acids and phenolic compounds. The combination of this compound gives honey its antioxidant power. Buckwheat honey has been shown to increase the blood oxygenation index and antioxidant that has been linked to a reduced risk of heart attack, stroke and certain types of cancer. It also helps maintain healthy eyes. 3. Using honey to replace table sugar help improve diabetes. Honey has been shown to reduce the risk of cardiovascular complications in the people with type 2 diabetes. It can lower bad LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, inflammation and raise good HDL cholesterol. However, honey also raises blood sugar but to a lesser extent than table sugar. Although honey does not affect blood sugar as much as table sugar, it still needs to be used with caution in the people with type 2 diabetes. In fact, to minimize the condition, people with diabetics should limit carb-rich foods. Note that there are still honey products mixed with regular syrup on the market. Although it is labeled as honey, it is high in sugar and does not have the full nutritional components of pure honey. 4. The antioxidants in honey help lower blood pressure. Honey contains antioxidant compounds which have the effect of lowering blood pressure. Studies in both rats and humans have shown that honey can modestly lower blood pressure. 5. The antioxidants in honey are good for heart health. Honey is a food rich in phenols and other antioxidant compounds. Many of these substances have the potential to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Antioxidant compounds help dilate the arteries in the heart, increase blood flow to the heart. They can also help prevent the formation of blood clots, the cause of heart attacks and strokes. A study in rats showed that honey protected the heart from the oxidative stress. There are currently no long-term studies on the effect of honey on heart health. 6. Honey helps heal wounds quickly. Using honey in the topical treatment of wounds and burns has been used since Egyptian times and is still commonly used today. Honey is effective in healing extensive burns and infected deep wounds after surgery with a success rate of up to 43.3%. Honey is also an effective treatment for diabetic foot ulcers, a serious complication that can lead an amputation with a healing rate of up to 97%. Researchers suggest that honey's wound healing, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects as well as its ability to nourish tissue around the damaged organ. Honey also helps treat other skin conditions. 7. Honey helps relieve cough in children. Cough is a common symptom in children with upper respiratory tract infection. It can affect sleep and quality of life for both baby and family. Cough medicine is not always effective, even brings side effects. Honey may be better alternative to medicine with a strong evidence for its effectiveness in treating cough. Studies showed that honey works better than some common cough medicine and relieves cough symptoms and improves sleep more than cough medicines. It should be noted that honey is contraindicated for children under 1 year old because of the risk of poisoning. 8. Honey still contains high calories and sugar, so it should be used sensibly. Honey is a delicious, healthier alternative to sugar. You should look to buy honey products from well-known brands because some products can be mixed with syrup to reduce the quality of honey. Honey should only be consumed in moderation because it still contains a large amount of calories and sugar. Its benefits are most evident only when used to replace unhealthy sweeteners. When consumed at night, honey is simply a more beneficial sweetener than high fructose corn syrup and sugar.